on your back.
I don't know what that is.
Pretty good amount.
Prisons are full of people who had the master plan to commit a major score, and now they're sitting behind bars, ticking off days inside of a jail cell. And if that master plan involved you getting the perfect suit and the perfect vehicle to hide the fact that you were transporting a large amount of across state lines, you're not gonna fool the trooper. They're gonna figure you out, and you're gonna end up in the back of a police car and on your way to prison. This is one of those.
We're taking exit 3. We'll be out here by Becker. How y'all doing? I'm Trooper Short State Police. We just stopped you back. He's following that vehicle in front of that truck a little bit closer when he's exiting right there. Just get the driver's license? Sure.
Okay, a couple things on this stop. You saw the trooper mention that he pulled the person over for following too close. And there are two things that you're going to violate frequently without even knowing. Following too close and lane change simultaneous to signal. A lot of people end up doing that. And both of those are violations in almost every jurisdiction. But I wanted to find out specifically with Arkansas what their following too close rule is. I looked up the statute and it says reasonable and prudent, having regard for the speed of vehicles and the traffic upon and the condition of the highway. If you're an Arkansas law person and that's incorrect, please chime in, but that's what I read, and that's really interesting because there's not a specific distance as far as what too close would be. So when you see reasonable and prudent, that seems like that could be a bit subjective depending on what the trooper feels without knowing exactly what a distance is. And if there's a specific distance that someone knows, please in the comment section let me know.
I ain't right to stay, so don't worry. What y'all do?
We're recovery. I'll go for license and insurance.
Okay. Really?
It sounded like he said fugitive recovery, which would be people who go and look to find fugitives. They're not official law enforcement people like bail's bondsmen or people who skip bail, like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Is this your vehicle? Or? Okay, get your rental home for it. Come back with me, have a seat real quick, and I'll get you here in just a second, okay? Yeah, just come on back with me. Yeah, come back here with me.
So this is interesting. In that short period of time that the trooper asked those questions, did his sensory pat down of the vehicle, smelling, looking, seeing, listening, all the different things, he's doing an investigation to see if what they say makes sense to what he already may know, and he's made the decision to ask the driver to step out of the vehicle. Interesting.
Weapons or anything?
I have a pocket knife. It's in my inside right here.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, you just have a seat in the front seat there. So where y'all heading to? Oh man.
Verbal pat down, not effective. He asked the guy, do you have any weapons or anything on you? The guy says, no, I saw him doing his ocular pat down looking to see if he saw any bulges. The guy had a jacket on, it could be all types of weapons. He could have an Uzi in his back as big as that jacket was. And he said he had a pocket knife and the trooper directed him to sit inside of his vehicle. Again, this is the trooper stop and he decides the threat assessment that he makes. I'm speaking from the most safe practice is to conduct a pat down on a person from an investigatory perspective. Maybe conducting that pat down might want to make the person less reluctant to talk. I don't know. I'm not an interdiction person. I've not been a trooper. However, it really freaks me out to see a person that's not patted down that I may have some kind of JDLR just doesn't look right feeling about sitting right next to me. But we see how it goes.
No, always traveling suit and ties.
Well, yeah, we always dress nice. His brother used to own the business and he passed away, and he always insisted that we're always, dressed nicely, like ready for court or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. So you just flying back, it looks like. I'm assuming here?
Yeah, we're flying back.
Okay. What business y'all?
It's actually bail bonds business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long ago was it out there for?
Like 3 days.
What's the guy's name you going after?
Well, there's actually there was two guys that were going after this guy, Derek Colombo.
Oh, bad guy.
He's a piece of work, man.
Really?
Like a stalker, like guys burning down his ex-girlfriend's door, all kinds of just bad shit.
Wow.
Crazy.
Sounds like it. Plenty of those people around. I got buddies that They're in the bail business around here and stuff. They chase people all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I really love how they conduct their investigations. Not a word is wasted, and things that you think are benign, they have a reason why they are asking what they're asking, and they're taking every single thing in. And separating the two and marrying each one to a story is ideal. Really like what I see.
Yeah, I've actually spent quite a bit of time back here, like in Arkansas and Oklahoma. When I was younger, yeah. 'Cause I went to school at Marcoma in Tahlequah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, when I was in high school.
What's the name of it?
Marcoma. It's no longer though.
I was going to say, I went to Northeastern State up there in Tahlequah.
Oh, no kidding, really?
Yeah, I got my degree up there.
Wow. Yeah, they were like NAIA champs in football back then, I remember.
Yeah. They used to be called the Riverhawks. No, the Red Man. And they changed it.
Politically correct.
Yeah, to the Riverhawks, sure enough. You ever been in trouble for anything or nothing like that? Or?
Like 20 years ago, I was in trouble because my friend let me use a car and actually I got joyriding, but that was like 20 years ago.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. 17 years ago.
23. But I got you out of California with me. It's on a white male. Last name is Green. First name is Scott. Middle name is Samuel. 790427. Check.
So you guys are supposed to have tornadoes, huh?
Second one is Cox, C-O-X. First name is Stephen. Middle name is Mark. 620602. It's also on a white male. Yeah, you can tell outside, man. It feels like Stephen. Hey, hop outside, stay right there just a second. We'll go up and talk to you.
The subject that's in the passenger seat of the trooper's vehicle is not patted down.
Hey, who's the guy's name, bro?
He's supposed to be there, but it's not.
Is it?
Well, he left 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah. How long are you going to stay out there for? How long are you going to stay for?
We're going to check a couple of refugees. It's not the best home.
Something right back? How y'all get back? This is a one-way?
Yeah, we'll fly back.
Oh, y'all okay?
If it's bigger than it's over than that.
I see. Yeah, y'all just got to find
Yeah,
it.
we're not going to tell like we're going to mess up down the line right now.
You ever been in trouble for anything like that?
I did a DUI for the
Most people have, so. Alright, man. Hang tight, okay?
Seeing if the stories match, seeing if everything is making sense, because a lot of this doesn't make sense.
Alright, man, you have a seat back in there. Yep, oh, no, back in there. Right here. So you don't have no weapons up here, nothing like that? Nobody's extremely nervous.
No, I'm not nervous at all.
He is. He's real
I'm nervous because when I'm driving these people out here, man, they drive like nuts,
Crazy, huh?
cutting people off. These trucks almost ramming you to the side.
Man,
Look at my hands, man, just from the air conditioner and like all bloodshot, like just,
When I'm in my personal vehicle, it's,
yeah.
no.
No.
Would you care if I search real quick to make sure?
I don't care.
Okay. Did you rent it or he rented it?
Yeah, well, we both signed it.
Oh, you both did.
I want to talk about something about when people create these stories and when they're sitting in a hotel room saying, okay, this is what we're going to say and this is how it goes. And they get their story and they think that they have it right. They practice it, they rehearse it. It's different when you have this squared away, muscular trooper with this campaign cover asking you these questions. It's different for you to stick to your story. Interesting story. My ex-wife and I were on the Newlywed Game many, many years ago. They asked very similar questions on the Newlywed Game. We were ready. We thought that we had everything. And then you're sitting on this show in front of all the lights and they ask you a question and you end up freaking out or getting nervous. And imagine how much more stressful it is when you know that you're doing something wrong and you got this trooper asking you questions. It's different when you're in there. Very interesting.
10-4 be 10-6 here. All right, man. You sure you don't care if I search the car real quick? Make sure you're...
Well, I don't care, no. Fine.
All right, well, I'll have you guys just jump out and stand up in front of your vehicle there, and I'll get you out here shortly. I'll just put you guys up in front up there. Yeah, y'all just, he's gonna let me search you guys' vehicle real quick, and I'll get you guys out here in just a second, okay? Yeah, y'all can just hang right up there if you want. Oh, yeah. No weapons on you, man, nothing like that. Hey, I'll explain everything here in just a minute. What all's going on. So, don't get in trouble or nothing, okay? We just.
I'm wondering because I was asleep and I was like, what's
Yeah.
you know?
Okay. Yeah, y'all just both extremely nervous, so.
So a couple things I'd like to discuss. It was really interesting that he conducted this kind of cursory pat down on the passenger. To me, a bad pat down is almost worse than no pat down, because if another unit shows up and says, hey, did you pat this person down? You can say, yeah, I patted him down. But if it's an ineffective pat down, the arriving unit believes that the person was patted down well. Again, constructive criticism. I think that this guy is super sharp in a lot of ways, but when it comes to pat downs, I'm very observant and I'm very strict about them being conducted in a proper manner. He may have a reason. Again, this is constructive. The other thing I want to talk about is let's talk about some legal stuff here. The trooper asked the driver for consent to search the vehicle. The driver gave consent to search the vehicle. Does the passenger have the right to say, no, I don't want the vehicle searched? If the driver says yes, can the passenger say no? Especially under the circumstance where they both signed the rental agreement. So let's talk about a case. Georgia versus Randolph. And it kind of comes into play with this, although Georgia v. Randolph was a house and this is a vehicle. And Georgia v. Randolph Supreme Court case, essentially what it says, a co-occupant's express refusal overrides another occupant's consent. So if one person says yes, you can search, and the other person says no, you cannot search, then the person who says no overrides the consent. Now with cars, it can be different. And in this situation with an edited video, I'm hesitant to say whether or not that person could refuse the consent. Although I think that the trooper may have had enough PC to do the search anyway with what he was developing. I do want you to understand and know that that Randolph case is an interesting case to look at, especially when it comes to residences. And the fact that they both signed the rental agreement can also come into play. Good case to look up.
You got the keys? Yeah, I'll get you guys out here in just a second.
So look at the challenges of rural policing that troopers have to deal with in all the states, because the troopers have to work alone and there's not a backup maybe for some distance away. I don't know how far his backup is, but a search like this where you're conducting a search for potentially a felony and you have two people who are still unknowns to some degree, doing that search by yourself where your focus is inside the vehicle, extraordinarily dangerous. In city policing, you're not going to really see that. It's just a different type of policing. What do you think the conversation is between the two people in the front of the car, or even if it's body language of what they're saying to each other while the trooper is conducting that search?
Sit on the ground. 17. Sit down. You want no weapons on you?
No, not me, weapons on me. Just that one that I told you about.
Sure.
Can you send us in headquarters my contact with them?
Where? Oh. I'm trying to fill you up here. I'm gonna get that. Put your hands behind your back. 26, 24. Go ahead, I'm westbound at 14. Come here to Beckford, I'm 15 2 times. You're at Beckford? Or Beckford? Okay, come back here. Check word around. Hey, you got the right to remain silent. Anything you say, and we just get you to court log. You have a right to have an attorney present to question. If you can't afford one will be appointed to you at no cost. Okay, anytime you stop answering questions.
Why are you asking me?
I don't know what that is.
We'd like to talk about some things from a tactical perspective. The trooper decides to cuff the driver of the vehicle. He conducts an entire pat-down search-ish on the subject, and then he cuffs. If you know you're going to cuff them, why not just cuff him and then do your search? Because if he decides to get froggy or fight at that point, because he's like, oh, I'm going to jail, then he's already in cuffs because it's the first thing that you did. You give them time to think while they're going through their pockets and you haven't broken their power base. Just hook them up. Boom. The other thing is, if we look at this position that he's at, his back is completely to this guy who has not had an effective pat down. His back is to him. And the reveal of that they found it. That guy knows that it's in there. What is he willing to do, especially with the trooper's back to him, knowing that he's likely going to go to prison? These are tactical observations, constructive criticism, because I want to see these troopers go home. The trooper looks like he's in phenomenal shape. He looks like single-handedly he can handle them if it turned into a physical altercation. But you can always unhandcuff some person, but you can't get You have to think about the most dangerous potential thing, any given shift.
Let me ask you this. Something that's going to hurt me.
I don't know what that is, honestly, I don't.
Go ahead. Stand up, man. You don't have any weapons on you, man? Nothing like that? Okay. Just don't put your hands together flat. Like that? Do it like this. Make it better on you there. Why are you so nervous for, man? You've been extremely nervous. Hey, you got the right to remain silent, man. Anything you say can and will be against you in the court of law. You have a right to have an attorney present there to question you, okay? At any time you want to start answering questions, okay? I'm going to cuff you in the front, okay? You seem to be pretty... I know. Yeah, you don't know what's back there? Is it going to hurt? Is it anything bad? Just ask you that. Is it something like that? It's going to hurt me? Tell him this ain't my first time, man. This is what I do right here, okay? I do something's up with you guys pretty quick here. You don't have anything on you, man? How much cash you got in there? I'm gonna put that back in here, okay? Walk on back here. I'm gonna let you just... We'll get all that in just a minute. I'm gonna just let you just lean up against my car right there for now. Because my back seat's loaded back here. I don't want to.
So when I look at these guys, it's very obvious that they had this all planned out. If you look at the way they dressed with these suits, the tie pins, and to try to look all professional, fresh haircuts for both of them, this was all planned out. And this is very typical mule behavior. And while they think that they were being inconspicuous, they were very conspicuous. The white Buick Enclave to try to look nondescript. I mean, every single thing that an amateur would likely do under the circumstances. Nothing against Buick Enclaves. In fact, my youngest daughter drives that kind of car. But again, this is something that it stands out. It almost seems more unnatural.
You want to just go back here and just sit right over here on the grass?
It hurts me to sit down.
Does it? Okay, you can stand up right back up by my door. Yeah.
Most departments have a policy for certain people that can be handcuffed in the front, and usually it's for medical conditions or people who are very, very elderly. I'm not a fan of that practice, and I've had to do it for people who are injured or sometimes a person who has one arm. I mean, there are different reasons why you would have to do it. A human has a lot of dexterity when their hands are in their front like this. They can perform a lot of different tasks. Just take that in consideration if your department allows handcuffing in the front.
40. It's kilos. Woo, pretty good amount. Right now, I'm gonna take you guys, go down to the drug task force office. He's gonna read you rights, talk to you guys talk to him if you want to, and all that stuff, okay? That's a big deal. That's a big deal right there. Okay, I guess you know that.
All of our personal belongings and stuff.
It'll stay with the vehicle for now. Wallets. Yeah.
I think that backup has arrived, and I jotted down the time from the video that he requested backup, and it looked like it took about 7 minutes for backup to arrive. Now, the question that I have is it possible, and I don't know, and this is a legit question I'm asking, is it possible that if we have this spider sense tingling and we're developing this where we're going to be searching this vehicle, and this was a consensual search, can we ask for the backup to come so that we can do the search, especially if we have two people who we have this real spider sense tingling about, and wait that 7 minutes to make it a safer search? It's just a question, things that one must think about.
These guys are fugitive recovery guys, bail agents.
They're what?
Bail agents. They go with fugitive recovery dudes.
Oh, really?
That's what it is.
Actually, it's in here?
Yeah.
You get clothes on?
You can feel like there's a couple of kilos there. But I feel like it anyways.
How much is it cooperate?
Man, the guy in the back there, he don't know what's back there. They're extremely nervous. Try to get him to tell me if it was or something like that. Yeah, that's a lot.
45 pounds.
Look at this. Got the 3. Yeah, I got all the pictures of it all. Yeah. Yeah, I read both of them, the right stuff. All I asked him was, what's back here is going to hurt me. That's all I've asked.
Where y'all headed? Virginia? Yeah, that's a lot of that's big time federal penitentiary time. Have you ever served any time before? Ever? Okay. Well, that's federal penitentiary time. You're fixing to go talk to.
Told him that's no joke right there.
You're fixing to go talk to some DEA agents, task force guys, and you're going to seal your fate on whether or not you want to cooperate and possibly work it with them or go to federal penitentiary. You can, but you'll get him in those options. You got a phone number?
They're up here. I got both up here. So
I'm gonna lock my car up and go.
okay. Hey, Derek. I was about to ask that.
Nobody's calling.
I was tracking you guys. I was about to ask him that. So how much you think it is, Derek? They gave me consent.
So it's interesting, the trooper says they gave me consent. So we think about the ways that vehicles can be searched. Consent, good to go, right? You have US versus Carroll, which if you have PC, you can search a car. It's an exception to the search warrant requirement. And then you get a warrant. A lot of times if there's a vehicle for an extended period of time, you get a warrant so you can go back in the vehicle.
Hey, I have a seat there in my front seat. No, it's kind of tight in there, man. Yeah, I'm like, do what? Yeah.
But you didn't put it there. You didn't put it there.
You're right, man.
When you look at this guy sitting in the back seat looking off into the distance, you could almost see the thoughts that are going through his head as far as, I just really threw a significant part of my life away. You can almost see the remorse on his face. I hope that someone who's thinking about doing something this felony stupid looks at this guy's face and realizes that people eventually get caught. A police officer has an entire career before they have to catch you. You just have to get caught one time. Crime doesn't pay. People always say, well, some people don't get caught. They didn't get caught today, but maybe they get caught tomorrow. You can't predict the future, and the odds are against you.
That thing in the drive.
The handle is just, it's weird. You just gotta kind of work it, the buttons on the side.
On the side of that handle?
Yeah, and you just kind of.
15 two times. Go out to the TF office. 26 is gonna drop every hit.
So as this long ride goes to this office where they're going to be debriefed, this guy's life is flashing in front of him, all the years that he's going to throw away. It is so unfortunate when people make these unwise decisions, because these people are not the people that they're even after. Of course they want to get them off the road, but these guys are likely mules. The people they want to catch are the people that feed the people that feed the people that feed those people. Very high level, and they know exactly how to do that. What appears to be the charges, and again, this is not an official document, however, I'm going to read it to you. Both arrestees ultimately pleaded guilty. On May 14th, 2020, one of the subjects pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 120 months in federal prison. And in federal prison, you have to do almost all of that time, followed by 5 years of supervised release. And some people hate the supervised release worse because of all the stipulations are placed on it. Sometimes it's curfew. Sometimes it's that you can't drink booze, you can't consort with ex-felons, and one mistake lands you back in prison. One count of possession with intent to distribute more than 5 kilograms of The other subject, age 40, was sentenced to 46 months federal prison, 3 years of supervised release. And the original video said that this was a significant amount of 37 pounds. This is never a win. Even in the short term, if they got away with it 5 or 10 times, if you eventually get caught, there is nothing that has the same value as your freedom. If you know somebody who would do something this felony stupid, send it to them. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the troopers that get these people off of the streets and keep these dangerous away from society. Click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.